Hi there, Miguel. So let's take a look at your last letter. Okay, it's the one about the barking dog. That's what you said. Dear neighbor, I'm writing you in this occasion because of an uncomfortable situation with your dog. Since you started traveling more, it barks all day long and also at night, and we all are getting a little annoyed. Okay. I am guessing that when you are away for a couple of days, your dog gets lonely and would just bark to call for attention. If you allow me, I could recommend a couple of pet daycares without that apostrophe S that are great with animals. Actually, I have heard of one that is near our neighborhood, and they not only take care of your pet, but also have some sort of spa and playground. So it turns out to be a really great experience for them. Please, don't get me wrong. It is nothing personal against you or Noodles. As a matter of fact, I also have a dog, and he can get very upset when we leave him alone. I hope you understand and take some advice. At the end, we are a community and we just want to take care of each other. Kind regards, your next door neighbor. Okay. This was lovely. This was really, really nice. It was a lot of really natural language and it was very respectful and helpful. And it was, all in all, a really good letter. The one thing that kind of troubles me is your register. And by register, I mean how formal or informal your letter is. You see, you started off your letter, Dear Neighbor, so you didn't even really refer to the person by name. Um, and in that case, this probably should have been a formal letter, okay? So if it's formal, then some of this stuff that you did was not appropriate, okay? Like, I am guessing when you are away. That's really informal. We are all getting a little annoyed, also informal. But then you've got the stuff like if you allow me, which is really formal. So I didn't feel your tone was consistent, and I didn't really feel that it matched this dear neighbor beginning. So I would suggest a couple of things. The first thing I would do is I would give your neighbor a name. Because if you give the person a name, then it justifies the fact that this is, in essence, a semi formal letter. Um, Dear Mr. Jones or Dear Dave, whatever. You can decide that. I think Dear Mr. Jones would be better because again, it justifies your formality here in some cases. So that's my only concern. I want you to kind of work on formal language versus informal language and the other sorts of decisions we make in a letter when we're writing in any of those styles. So, for example, when you don't know the name of the person you're writing to, it shouldn't be kind regards, it should be yours faithfully. All right. Maybe you just did it for like, economy of time or whatever. But it does make a difference because when you don't know the name, like I said, it automatically requires you to be formal. All right. So just give the guy a name, dear Mr. Smith. And then the rest of it was really lovely. The dog's name, so you don't know the you don't know the neighbor's name. So that's my one concern. And I thought the rest of your letter was really lovely, just wonderful. The other thing is don't put this next to the like don't put this on the same line. Kind regards, your neighbor Miguel. That would have been fine. Or for example, kind regards and then enter, and then your next door neighbor Miguel could have been on the same line. By the way, it's OR if you're writing in American English. It's UR. It's OUR if you're writing in British English. So keep that in mind. This isn't an appropriate spelling in either form. So it's another thing I want you to know. Like I said, generally speaking, I thought it was a lovely letter. It was, as far as task achievement was concerned, I thought you did a great job. My concern, as I said again, was your register, because that will be scored and they will be looking for inconsistencies of tone. All right, so that's the end of your set. I know your exam is coming up. When is it coming up? On Saturday? That's my understanding. So, best of luck to you. Please let me know how you do. I'm really, really interested to find out how the test goes and, of course, your scores when you get them back. Okay, so if you need anything else from us, don't hesitate to email, and I want to wish you tons and tons of luck with your exam.